the flower thing on top of the stick. It's fine, Shannon. Anyway, I can't think of any other word but paperclip, and it's not a paperclip. What is with my brain today? Hello! Welcome back to the Spoony Stitcher channel. I'm Shannon the Spoony Stitcher, you're inside the Stitchery, and I'm so happy you're here today. If you're new, hi! I'm Shannon. I'm the Spoony Stitcher. A Spoony is somebody who has a chronic condition, and a Stitcher is somebody who makes art with textiles. This channel is all about creativity. Anything that makes your creative juices flowing, that's what we try to do on this channel. We've got baking, we've got cooking, we've got art, we've got crafting, we've got stuff with textiles, we've got animation, movie talk, all kinds of stuff on this channel. So if that sounds like something that sounds fun to you, maybe hit the subscribe button. Oh wait. Thank you so much. Maybe hit like button while you're down there as well. That tells the algorithm you want more stuff like this. Today, I don't know what we're gonna do, but stay tuned and we'll have fun together. Happy Wicked Wednesday! It's time for a Foobles episode. So, I put up a poll on my community tab. I also put it on my Facebook group and my Instagram. Pretty much the comments were the same. I asked you guys which of the four main cast did you want to see as a Fooble first? Amazing response. Thank you so much for everyone who voted. But Elphaba and Glinda were pretty much tied. In fact, in the Facebook group, they were exactly tied. So, let's make both. Now, I'm going to start out with the ones that everybody else has made. If you're part of any of the amigurumi community Facebook groups, pretty much everyone has tried this with the Barbie pattern. They've all done Elphaba and Glinda in their black dress and pink dress. The poster. This one, these outfits. And I'm going to do that because that's what you guys want to see. But I want to make other scenes that I think are more fun, and I don't think that the Woobles would do this if they ever made a kit. Which, by the way, I have no confirmation, but I did message them last year on Instagram and ask, hey, could you make a Wooble set? I mean, you already have a deal with Universal because of the Harry Potter stuff, so it shouldn't be that hard to get the Wicked licensing, right? And they responded, are we getting one? Please, yes. I want one. I want one as fancy as the Lord of the Rings or the Batman set, or even the Barbie set. I want one that's fancy. I don't want one that's like, here's Elphaba in her black dress, and here's Glinda in her pink dress, and here's the two accessories that go with them, you know, broom and hat, wand and tiara. Woo. No. I want fancy. I want them both to have a special hook. I want them both to have a beautiful tin. I want the grimoire to be an accessory. And yes, it has to be shaped like the grimoire in the movie, not a book, but the little triangular thing. I want like Glinda to have maybe one of her chests, you know, like maybe one of the boxes if they make a big pretty box, which I think that should be their dorm room, right? The box should look like their dorm room. How cool would that be? Or the Emerald City, that'd be cool too. And then like the little boxes that are the drawers for all the pieces and stuff, some of those should be Glinda's trunks, right? I can think about Woobles. You could hire me. I could do your packaging. I could design this. And then Elphaba's would look like, you know, maybe like crates or something. Like you split the box in half. Glinda's side is all pretty and pink, and Elphaba's side looks more like crates and the grimoire magic and stuff like that. I don't know. And then Elphaba needs to come with the grimoire and her little satchel and her hat and her broom and her cape. And then Glinda needs to come with her tiara and her wand. And, ooh, what other accessory would Glinda have? Clothes. The girl is all about clothes. So she needs to have like an outfit, right? She needs to have, how do you do like an outfit change? So for Barbie, they did like the scarf and the glasses. Maybe for Glinda, they could do, I don't know. And then I would love if Elphaba came with a little accessory. You know, like the little wee Wooblies? Like a accessory. Which I'm gonna make because it needs to exist. So stay tuned. That is happening. But I'm really excited. As a Oz Wicked collector, I am very excited for them to do something. But I have zero confirmation, okay? I do not know if they are going to make this. I just really want them to, and I think if they miss this opportunity because the final part of the film is coming out this year, there's talks about Universal having a Wicked Park. I mean, they've already got auditions for Elphaba and Glinda in the park. I think Wicked World is happening, okay? Yes, they can't get the rights to The Wizard of Oz, but they can to Wicked, the film, because it's part of Universal. So I think it could happen. I know that we keep seeing all these other things that are happening, but remember, those could have been in the works beforehand. I'm just thinking it's happening. Especially because it's a big set that would come out before Christmas. Think about that. Come on, that is prime real estate. Just think about it financially. Don't miss this opportunity, Woobles. Don't make it lame, and don't miss the opportunity. Please? So, yeah. Ugh. I want this. Also, what should the tin be? You know how the tin's usually something kind of that goes with the kit? What should the tin be? Should there be two tins? Should there be a Glinda tin and an Elphaba tin? I feel like there should. I don't know. Anyway, those are just my thoughts. But you're not here for any of that. You're here. I just want to put out another statement. This is not a tutorial video. I am not going to teach you how to make things unless they are my patterns, okay? Like, I'm going to come up with something to make her little satchel, and I'm going to come up with something to make, you know, a couple of animals and stuff like that. But this is not a tutorial by any means. You're going to have to buy the Woobles pattern, and then I'm just telling you what colors to change and stuff in order to make these characters, okay? Unless I come up with how to make Glinda's ruffles or something, I'm not going to reveal any Wooble patterns here. You have to buy the patterns, but I am telling you which pieces I'm using. So if you want to do this too, go for it. And I would love to see it. So please show me. Send me pictures, post on Instagram and tag me, join our Facebook group, post in there. If you do this, I want to see it. So we're going to start out with, what do we need? For Glinda, we're going to use Barbie, which I will show you in a second. And for Elphaba, we're going to use Pete. Who remembers Pete? My little troll girl. I love Pete. So why are we using these two? Because Pete is structured in a way that I think her dress will look better on Elphaba, and Barbie has a little sweetheart, so she's perfect for Glinda. Also, I never made Barbie, so I still have the blonde yarn. I can do Glinda's hair. Yay! Because I gotta tell you, trying to find a color for Glinda's hair, color searching, you guys. I am finding any kind of yarn that looks like it's Wooble-ish yarn, the little tube yarn. Trying to find that in a Glinda hair color is near impossible. So I have Barbie and Ken, and they're both blonde. Thankfully, I bought them both as blondes. I may have to use both of their hair packs just to do this. So you may have to use, and several other people have in the pictures that I've seen, you may have to use like the bright sunshiny yellow for Glinda's hair, which is still fine. Absolutely, it still looks cute. I just want to make it look as accurate as possible. And then I have a bunch of greens to choose from for Elphaba's skin. But next, I think I will show you my sketches. Bought these last year. Knew they'd come in handy. I think I'm gonna keep all my notes in these. Aren't these cute? Got them at Target. Hopefully they'll have something else just as cute for the second movie. But I love it. I've got an Elphaba one and a Glinda one. And while I make my notes, I'm watching Happy's Place. Man, this show is good. Okay, so here we have my sketch of what Elphaba will look like with her pulled back ponytail, her black dress, her green skin. I haven't 100% decided if I'm going to leave a little bit of the base showing to show her dress is a little bit shorter, or not. I don't know yet. So, moving on, we have the broom, which I'm just gonna go with their broom pattern and then maybe add some little like vine detail on it and keep this the same, like a brown instead of golden yellow. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. And then for her hat and her satchel, the hat I'm gonna make up because it's so unusual and I have work to do there. And the satchel, I think I'm just gonna make a simple satchel. I could not find a good picture of her satchel anywhere. Even when I was watching the movie, it's too fast. So, and then the parts where you like really see the satchel, it's really dark, so it's hard to see. But it does look like it's more of a gray than a black. So I'm gonna try and see if there's like a darker gray color I can use for that. And then we have the cape and the grimoire. So the grimoire is a different kind of shaped book. I'm not gonna do the full shape, but this is basically what it looks like when it's closed. So I'm just gonna go with that. And the cape, I may end up using that barista apron. I don't know, we'll have to see. And the grimoire, I'm gonna make up because I don't think there's a pattern that looks anything like that. So yeah. And then last but not least, we have the elixir bottle. Yep. I love this little detail. So this is Elphaba Throp. Okay, here we have Glinda. This is her bubble dress. And her tiara. There's the back. I'm gonna go for some kind of hairdo like that. Anyway, we have her wand and her training wand. And then a bubble chair thing. I'm not 100% sure how I'm gonna construct this. Something that she can like sit inside and the bubbles behind her. I don't know. Still working on that. And yeah, that's Glinda. She doesn't have as many accessories, at least not for this version of her, so that's what we got. Okay, let's go to the planning phase. I want to apologize. I know the lozenge is slightly distracting, but apparently without it, I'm coughing up a storm. So it's not a cold or anything. It's just all my medicines, pretty much every single one I'm on, dries me out. And so if I don't have a throat-soothing cough lozenge, I can't even talk today. So sorry if it's distracting. I'm trying not to move it around too much, but I still need it to help with things. So that's what we've got. Okay. I'm trying not to lose things this time. I'm really bad at losing the cards. Thankfully, if you order with your account, they save what you have and you can always say like, I lost my password. So there's that. I don't know if you guys saw my short. I actually did make one of the little patterns. It's the glow-in-the-dark sword from Lord of the Rings. This thing. I made a short about it. It glows in the dark. Kinda. Okay, you don't even want to see the mess that is in front of me right now. This is my Woobles yarn. And the yarn that I used for the Poison Ivy Riddler project. This is the yarn that I got Christmas. That is the Yarn for Beginners Joy Tag yarn. So, between all of this, we should have something. Okay, so I remembered something. I found this. And this is not a bad color for blonde hair. This is called Begin Ease Yarn, great for beginners. Let's see what it's like. Definitely flatter than Woobles yarn. Like, it flattens much more easily. But here's the Wooble yarn. Okay, it's not an exact match, but it's not bad. You know, what if you wanted to have more of a bleachy color kind of hair? It's not bad. But that's the only one I could find that was even remotely close to this color, so it's on Amazon. You can buy a pack of 3. So, Pete is a good base for Elphaba. Why do I think that she's better than Barbie for this particular case? Because of she doesn't have to mess with the sweetheart neckline thing. But it's totally doable to bypass that in the Barbie pattern. So if you just want to buy Barbie and make both of these, you can. And I might even show you how to do that. Anyway, I'm using Pete's pattern for Elphaba. No ears, no nose, just little arms and base. Hair is totally different. So the colors we need obviously are green and black. Also, if you have the Halloween set or you got the stuff during Halloween, I'm sure it'll be back during Halloween too. The broom. You can make her broom. You know, Glinda has her wand, so Elphaba needs a broom. You could probably also just make up a broom if you got like a tube and then just used a needle and pushed some yarn in there and then kind of gathered it up and tied it. It'd probably be the same thing, pretty much. We might even experiment. I don't know. Anyway, I have some Woobles black yarn right there, but I'm not sure if it's enough. So I do have this beginner yarn stuff, and while I was on the Michaels website, it was buy one, get one 50% off, so one of the colors I got was Starless Night. It's not even called black. It has a name. It's so special. Starless Night. So that's plenty. That's plenty. I'll definitely have enough to finish. Okay, so now, what color do I make her face? So many greens. Let me show you. Okay, first of all, there's an army green in here. Way too dark. We're not going to use that one. We know that. Okay. The other options are this one, or this one. I think she's more like this. Yeah? So now picture the hat, and this is the head. I think I like this. I think we're going to do this green. This is from the Secafris collection. Again, Amazon. So I've got green, black, a little bit of extra black. Her broom is brown. I've got little bits of brown from the advent calendar that I didn't do. Okay, I did 2 of them, so I've got brown. And I can't decide. Should that be the bristles? No, in the movie, her whole broom is just brown. Maybe we'll just do that. Yeah, maybe we'll just do that. Anyway, okay. So then is that it? Her hair is black, the hat is black, the dress is black, the broom is brown. But for the hat, if you bought the Halloween collection, then you have the witch's hat. You could use that one. If you have Gandalf from the newest Lord of the Rings collection, you could use his hat. If you have the sorting hat, you could use that one. However, I do have the witch's hat. I just think I want to use something else because her hat is kind of unusual. I think I want to try and make it up myself, which means I will show you how to do it on here. They recently came out with the barista set, and they had all these little accessories, and I bought that because it's just too fun. And one of the things they came out with was the apron. An apron can also be a cape. So that I might add a cape to Elphaba. It depends how clunky I think it looks. And then of course, if you already have the Halloween set, then you have the broom, the cauldron, the cape, the hat, all of that stuff. So you're good there. Now there are some other accessories that I really want to add. Okay, so in the movie, Glinda finds a bottle under Elphaba's bed, under her pillow. And she asks her what it is, and Elphaba gets very defensive and says it's her mom's. It's very important to her, it's very special, it was her mother's, that's why she loves it. Now, when I saw this pattern on the Woobles, the very first thing I thought of was the bottle. So this is the Hello Kitty milk bottle, but instead of that little thing going off to the side, what if it went straight up? And this part was black and this part was green. But I wanted a very special green, so I bought another one of these that I used for poison ivy. This is the teeny tiny leaf, tiny lettuce leaf. We're gonna do that green. Because it's a very special bottle. So we're gonna do the elixir bottle. Super excited about that. So I'm gonna place that in our Elphaba pouch so that everything is together. There we go. But of course, you can just use regular green. That's fine. Got any of this lying around? Just use, woo! Just use regular green. I'm just extra, okay? The other thing is the grimoire. We have to do the grimoire. If you are going to do her Defying Gravity outfit, you have to have the reason she's defying gravity. The book. So I am going to come up with my own pattern for the grimoire. You, of course, can use whatever I come up with if I decide to do a tutorial, I don't know. Or they have a book, just a regular book pattern on their website. So you can use the book if you want to. I really love this shape that they chose for the movie. Normally it's just a book, a big book. But the fact that they gave it a shape was so cool. So I am gonna try and recreate the shape. You do what you wish. She also has a satchel, which could be any number of things. There's a briefcase pattern, and you could just do the briefcase and add a strap. There's, I bought the backpack recently. This one's new. The tiny backpack, you could just do that. That's an option. You could make it up. I think what I'm going to do is just kind of make something up, but I'll let you know. Maybe I'll end up using the briefcase, taking off that little handle and adding just a big strap so it goes around her. Because it'd be really cool if it could actually hold the book I make. I mean, that'd be pretty cool. So we'll see. But she needs a satchel, in my opinion. And there's one more little thing that I just really, really, really want to make. It's ridiculous, but I have to. So I have the itty bitty little lion. This is the teeny tiny accessory kit. Two things. One, take off the mane. It's the baby lion that Fiero and Elphaba rescued. Okay? Cute. Or take off the mane, move the ears down here, make him blue, and give him wings. And he's a flying monkey. I have to. I love Chissery. I think his character is so great. I love him so much. I feel so bad for him. He didn't deserve that, and I think he deserves his own little Fooble to make up for it. Well, let's face it, that does not make up for it, but regardless, I think that he needs to be a Fooble. What do you guys think? So, either make the baby lion with the baby lion kit, just leave off the mane, or leave on the mane, whatever, or turn him into a flying monkey with me. They even have, if you don't want to make up your own wings, they have wings. So, I think these are going to be too big for him, but we'll see. Blue is tricky because I don't really love any of these blues, but I think I'm going to use the blue from the Ravenclaw kit. I've got some silver, maybe for his wings, and then can't decide if I'm going to give him the little vest and the hat that's from the Wizard of Oz movie, or if I'm going to make him still look like the movie stuff. I'm going kind of movie for all of this, so I think I'm just going to make him blue and give him gray wings, I think. However, this is actually the wrong blue, but I really like this. I really like this combination, so maybe I don't care. Anyway. Hi, sorry to interrupt, but just a quick reminder, please hit the like button and share to anyone you think would like this video, but also leave a comment. Did you know that leaving a comment helps the algorithm so much? Likes are important, shares are important, but comments actually boost the algorithm and help our channels spread so that more people can see that we exist. We are here, we are here, we are here. So if you would please leave a comment, even if it's just hi or an emoji, or you have something to say about the video, or you have a question for me, please leave it in the comment section. I would be very appreciative. Oh, and if you're liking what you're seeing, maybe subscribe. We have all kinds of fun over here. So many different things happen on this channel. You never know. Okay, thank you for letting me interrupt. Now enjoy your video. Okay, so you've seen me use Ken and Barbie before, but I've never made their kit, so I have all of this, which is perfect for Miss Glinda. But as much as I have the Woobles yarn, and I have more pink because of Barbie too. Yes, I have a little bit more pink because of Barbie. I did find this color, which actually looks closer to her dress. So this is the Michaels brand. This is the Loops and Threads Cuddlecraft tube. It is a 4-weight, 75% cotton, 25% nylon in fairy dust. So these are the pinks that we have. And there was another pink called Posh Pink, also from the same brand. So I've got 4 pinks here. I'm leaning towards this one because this one looks a lot like the color of her dress. Now, I'm wondering if I want to add any extra layers in a regular sparkle yarn. I mean, I know that would be veering a little bit from how the Woobles would do it, but the girl has got to have glitter. So I'm either gonna figure out how to paint glitter on her or use another yarn. I actually think fabric paint would hold up quite well on this yarn. When I made the Riddler, I used a paint pen on his tie, and that held up really well. So, I mean, I think it's possible. Yeah, but she's gotta have sparkle. She's Glinda. She's gotta have sparkle. So, that's that. I do have a little bit of sparkle. I bought a brand new kit called the Tiny Flower Purse. And it gives me a little bit of sparkle, which I thought I could use maybe as her bodice. Just gotta see what color it is. And then I have a little bit from the flower wand as well, which I think is on my bed somewhere, actually. Anyway. That could work, right? That could work. Wonder how much more I've got of this. Let me see. I have so many of these things strewn everywhere. By the way, these bags, one of the greatest investments I ever bought from Amazon. Just, yes. If you do not have these bags, get them. Okay, wings, bottle, flower. I'm trying not to lose my stuff anymore. See how that goes. Oh dear. Well, the fact that I am so tempted to buy another kit, because the little purse, okay, now I have lost it. There it is. The little purse was only like $5. So I'm so tempted to get another one so that I have enough glitter mixed in with this yarn. I might have to do it because it's Glinda. She's got to be sparkly and pink and pretty and princessy, and this isn't gonna cut it. And this, I might have enough for her top half. I mean, we're looking at maybe. I'm probably gonna make her first, see where I'm at, and then see if I need to order more. Because I don't know when this video is gonna come out. This could take months. You know? And that's okay with me. So you guys aren't like expecting a video right now, I don't think. I mean, I told you that I was gonna use Pete for other things, but you're not expecting anything. So it's fine. It's fine. All right. It's fine, Shannon. Anyway, body is gonna be Barbie. The yarns we're gonna use are the Loops and Thread, Cuddlecraft in Fairy Dust, and the sparkly pink yarn from the Tiny Flower Purse. However, you can also buy the snail, and that has the sparkly pink yarn for you and a whole lot more of it. This tempted to buy the snail for that reason. Also, he's cute. And I actually do know who I could make the snail for. I could make the snail out of different yarn for a friend of mine, and she would love that. So yeah, maybe I will get the snail. Anyway, if you get the snail, or if you get Tiny Flower Purse, it has that sparkly pink yarn in it, so that's what I'm going to use on top of this. I'm going to use it for like accents, like her bodice and some ruffles. But hopefully I can use this as the base, especially underneath the skirt, so that I'm not wasting yarn. You know, I've got more of this than I do this. Okay, so we got that. Barbie also comes with her hair color. So that might have been her skin color. Is this her hair or her skin? I might have just shown the skin color. Guys, everything is all topsy-turvy right now. I am not... Oh, that's the skin color. Her hair is in a separate thing. There we go. Okay, that's her hair color. Okay, this is her hair color. Wow. Okay, hair, skin. We are going to do her hair differently than the Barbie hair, so I will probably show you how to do the hair because I designed the hair on how I want to do it. So that is not their pattern, that is mine. So I will show you how to do hair. And if you've made my Hermione tot, if you've made the Hermione tot that I came out with last year, 2 years ago, I don't know, it's part of my Potter tots, you can see the playlist. It'll be similar, which a lot of you loved because it was one piece. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, so I got Gandalf's wand, staff. I can't talk. Gandalf's staff to be Glinda's wand because her wand is actually very tall. So I'm gonna mix this with this. Just picture the flower thing on top of the stick. Ta-da! That. And honestly, if you don't want to make her big wand, just get the little flower and turn that into the wand. I've seen people do that. So just turn this into the wand, leave off the leaf. You don't have to get the big stick. I wanted to because I like her tower wand, which I'm also probably going to stick a, I can't think of any other word but paper clip, and it's not a paper clip. Pipe cleaner. Y'all, what is with my brain today? Pipe cleaner. I'm gonna stick a pipe cleaner. I hope you are thoroughly entertained because this is madness. This is not a smooth video. Okay, I also bought this. You don't have to do that, but I bought this little fish so that I could do her crown. If I don't like this one, I have the bigger one. So the crown itself, that one. I have that one as well, so I could use that one. And her wand. I have no idea if I'm gonna have enough, but it's fine. The stick part I'm gonna do in gray, and the wand I may end up doing in gray as well and then painting it. Because the tiara needs to be sparkly. The wand can be less sparkly. So Glinda is a lot harder. She doesn't really have accessories that are easy for, you know, Wooble. It's not really easy to like Woobleize her accessories because her accessories are clothes. The girl has got clothes. Oh my goodness. But you could make her purses. You could make her hats. You could make her little scarves. you could take that fairy wand and just do the bottom half and it could be her training wand like she has in Popular. One thing I did think about though was her luggage. She has a lot of luggage. So you could take the briefcase pattern, you could take box patterns, you could take whatever, and they could be her trunks. You could like stitch a G on it for Glinda. All of her stuff is monogrammed. You could just make a little ball and it could be that funny little orb that she's got in the movie. I don't know. Glinda is tougher to make accessories for, in my opinion. However, I did have a really cool idea. So during 2024 Amigurumi Adventures Advent, they made this snow globe that you could put characters in. That same concept, but Glinda's bubble that she could sit inside. I am loving this idea. I don't know how much time it would take me, but I am loving this idea to make the bubble she could sit in and, you know, float. I don't know if I could figure it out. I mean, I could see how Amigurumi Adventures made theirs, because I own the pattern, I bought the whole thing. And then play off of that concept and see. It's really cool though, because it's not a sphere. It is a sphere that they made and then flattened so that it's 2 layers, and now it is, you know, curved because you flattened it. Now it's like this, and then they made a little base out of like cardboard or something that you can set it on. But I was thinking about maybe making something a little bit more ornate, because her little bubble contraption has, you know, somewhere for her to stand and stuff. So I like the idea of that. I just don't know if I want to go through that right now, especially with this kind of yarn, because this does get to me once in a while. So I have to be careful with these Fooble projects, because this yarn can absolutely get to my hands, because there's cotton, and it's a lot of cotton. Yeah, it's a mixture, but there's enough cotton that my wrists start to really feel it. Oh, and my fingers. Oh, oof. So I can't do these all the time, is what I'm trying to say. So I hope you guys really appreciate these videos, because they take a while for me to do, because it kind of hurts. So the other thing I thought about for Glinda was like a perfume bottle, because, you know, she's doing the perfume before she meets Fiero. That one's kind of cute. You could do the rose. That's literally already a pattern on the Woobles. You don't have to do anything to it. It's just already a rose. Already comes with the yarn and everything. Just, you could make the rose. That's what Lego did. They made the rose and the bottle to sit on top of the little dorm room scene, which was cute. I don't know if I can find a picture of that, but they made this cute little set, and they put the rose on one side and the bottle on the other. So that was Glinda versus Elphaba's part of the room. That was a cute idea. I like that a lot. So that's an idea. So this time around, I'm trying to remember to tell you guys what I'm doing so that you can do it yourself. I mean, you still have to buy the kits yourself, but I am trying to show you that, you know, if you buy Barbie and Ken, there's a lot you could do with them. So, you know, make your dollar go farther. You don't have to just make Barbie and Ken. That's what this series is. This series is helping you make the pieces you want, but if you have a kit, where else can you go with it? There's a couple other kits that I've bought as well, not just Woobles, but there's kits in general that I've bought, and I've seen other uses for them. So I'm hoping this will help you stretch your dollar just a little bit. However, we all know if they come out with a Wicked set, I'm buying it. Purely for the collector value. Because I'm an Oz collector. It's what we do. Guarantee you, Tori from the Oz vlog is either going to be gifted it, or she's going to buy it herself, even though she doesn't crochet. I see it. I see it. Maybe her daughter will learn to crochet. Anyway, so I have my pink bag that I'm going to put my Glinda things in. So I've got her crown, fish and staff, flower purse, wand, this yarn. I'll just use one of these little ones because it fits in here. And I think that's it because the pink yarn's already included in those, right? Oh, well, except for this one that I missed. Whoops. Okay. No idea what this is going to be useful for, but we'll see. Maybe I can put something in her hair. I don't know. Maybe I'll need it to like hold back her hair. I don't know. Alrighty, so I'll include this pink too. It's like a little bit lighter. This one's lighter, but this one, I don't know. We'll have to see which pink I like more. Compare it to the picture, all that jazz, so. And then the pattern is on the computer, so there we go. So that's Glinda. Okay, have I talked enough yet? Oh my gosh, and this video is still going on. You know what? I might actually break this video into, this is the plan, and then make another video with me actually doing stuff. Otherwise, I think you'll be here forever. So I think this video will be part 1, and then there will be part 2. I might even have to split it between Elphaba and Glinda, because I don't know if they'll fit in the same video. We'll have to see. So, I think we will end it here. Thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate it. I'm sorry that the scenery is a little lackluster, and I'm sorry about the air purifier. I need it to breathe. I hope this helps get you started. Maybe even if I put this out early enough, you can get your materials and make this with me. Remember, life happens, yarn helps, and spoonies can stitch it up too. Bye.